Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lance going to put it up right away. This one swung out here to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. The Texans in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
17.
Up the middle, Jones. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Lance now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Here's Lance to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 2nd and 6. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw again. Got his man. It's London. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result. Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Bills, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Let's go.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From midfield, here's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They got 29 yards that time. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are once again back in front. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And they will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. They'll drop the throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
Ritter's throw complete. This is London.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Throw left side. There's London. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Ready, set, check, pitch.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
DJ Reader there on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Off of play action, here's Lance.
That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Shot, 17.
Lance going to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And cycle. Black shot. Ready?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
52 blaster.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Lance looks to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And it'll be intercepted. Taron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now this throw caught left side. A big play here for Buffalo. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He was brought down by Michael Davis. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard, need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line. 3-3.
On play action, Lance.
It's caught, Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. An inside give to Jones.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meets had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Open man has got one. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Running right, Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action, now it's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
17. Check.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Desmond Ridder, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing on first down is Lance. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Right, 97.
Lance now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Number 38.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Throwing now is Lance. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 31 yards. And the Bills extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is? The option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught! It's the tight end, Kelce. Touchdown, Buffalo. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The Texans take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. The best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard part because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To try again after the sack. Lance, he's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. They're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks it right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Shot, 17.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Blaster, 6. Eagle blue. Hey,
The slot man in motion right.
Wait. Smash, red.
One final try now for Lance. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bills, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.